Hello, and welcome back. It is once again time for some Final Fantasy XIV. And 'tis the season for Valentione's Day. In other words, the Final Fantasy XIV version of Valentine's Day event. Which means there are one or two Valentine's themed quests that give an emote and I think a decoration for your home if you have one. So we'll start with that, and then we'll get back into the Hildibrand shenanigans. Shall we? I decided to put on my summoner class here since it looks cute. Hello, Astrid. I promise you a rose garden. Astrid has need of an adventurer to resolve a quandary in love. This quest is available for limited time only, and you see we get the bouquet emote.
Greetings, good madam. I'm Astrid de Valentione, emissary of ardor and affection. My fellows and I have come to help folks convey the depths of their hearts to a special someone this Valentine's Day. Oh, if it isn't Gymnasia! 'Tis ever so lovely to see you again, and precisely when I have need of a capable adventurer. Permit me to explain the situation. For this year's event, we are providing people with bouquets of roses to help them make their feelings known. But as it happens, the botanist who is kindly providing us with the flowers, a man named Lorovic, appears to be having difficulties of his own in love. As emissaries, we should like nothing more than to assist him. But we're given to understand the situation is complicated. That being the case, might I trouble you to act in my stead?
Of course.
We are in your debt. Without further ado, please see—
I thought for a second Emil had started, or Emily had started talking.
We are in your debt. Without further ado, please seek out Loravic and lend an ear to his woes. He is like to be at the Great Loam Growery.
Seasonal event quest accepted. Off we go. Way up there.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Me and Gigi. Adorable little Gigi. Loravic? Howdy do.
Oh, Silgini, my love. Where have you gotten to? Ah, forgive me. I didn't notice you. Is there something you require?
I'm here to help you.
Miss Astrid sent you to assist me, you say? That's very kind of you both. You see, there is someone I desperately wish to find. Allow me to begin from the beginning. A few years ago, an Ishgardian botanist arrived here in Gudania. Silgini was her name, and in part due to our shared fondness of roses, we struck up a friendship that blossomed into love. The months that followed were the most wonderful of my life, filled with unforgettable days. But then one day, she disappeared without a word, leaving behind only the seeds of a rare variety of rose. The flowers being given out this Valentione's day are grown from those very seeds. It was my hope upon hope that the word of them would reach her, and then she might be compelled to return to me. And as if in answer to my prayers, who should I spot in the crowd just now but her? She wore the rose earring I gifted her, so there's no mistaking it. Alas, I made my frantic way towards her. As I made my frantic way towards her, she vanished amidst the throng. Please help me look for her, I beg you.
You can count on me.
I am in your debt. Now, Sigini is an Elizin maiden with silver hair. You'll want to keep an eye out for someone of that description, who has the earring I mentioned. If you could search near Miketo's amphitheater, I will do the same in the ebony stalls. Afterwards, let us meet before Fen'yil fineries. May the spinner lead us to Silgini.
Indeed.
Let us go.
Sure. Got my butterfly book. Woman with an orchid earring? No. Rose hairpin? No. Rose earring, though. Yes, not quite what I would call silver hair. what we shall attempt.
May I help you?
Yes. Do you happen to know a florist?
That he should go to such lengths to find me. I love him still, I truly do, but I'm too ashamed to meet him. I just wish to see the roses that lovers are giving one another. Please tell Lorevic that he should look for me no more, that he should forget me.
Huh. Huh. Interesting development. Too ashamed? Ashamed of what, pray tell?
I'm afraid to say I had no luck. Dare I hope you were able to learn something?
Well, I met her. She said she was too ashamed. But she loves you still.
What? Forget her? She cannot ask me to do such a thing. How could one forget a lovely summer's day? Pray excuse my interruption. I am Sir Tituan, a knight of House Helenar. Do I have the pleasure of addressing the botanist Lorevic? Or Lorevic? The roses being distributed during the current festivities. May I ask where you acquired them? Those? Why, I grew them from the seeds given to me by my love, Silgini. So it is indeed the Driacoin, the rose permitted to be grown by none save our house. To think that she would bring it to a foreign nation. You know Siligine? It's a difficult name to figure out how to pronounce. Siligini or Siligine or I don't know. She tended House Helnar's rose gardens until a few years ago, when she vanished without a trace. Our house takes the rose for its symbol, and the Driancoin is the foremost of all the species. Silgini, Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. Let's see if this will tell me. No results. Well then. I'll say Silgini. Silgini had care of them on account of her skills. But when Curthus froze over in the calamity's wake, every last plant withered away. 'Twas believed that she fled out of shame. When she entrusted me with the seeds, she made no mention of their importance. Why did she give them to me? This is all such a shock. Indeed. Never did I imagine that the rose would end up not only surviving in a foreign land, but thriving. So the reason you seek Silgini is in order to bring her to account? While she has violated our laws, she has saved the Valentione from extinction. As such, I doubt she would face much of a punishment, if any. Nevertheless, my duty is to ascertain the truth of the matter. In that case, I will not allow. Will you not allow me to search with you? Though Silgini bade me to not do so, I cannot bear to do nothing. Mayhap we can have her come to us instead, by devising a rumor that would draw her attention. Let us try it. As much as it chafes me to deceive her, I'll do what I must to see her again. Then the question is what manner of rumor to employ. Have you any thoughts?
Me? Loravik is to duel an Ishgardian knight, perhaps.
We wouldn't actually fight, of course. I can't wield anything save botanist tools. On the assumption that Silgini is aware of your limits, I dare say she would come out of worry for your safety. We didn't go so far as to cross swords. Yes, that may well work. As for the location, I believe the Great Lone Growery would be as suitable a place as any. Then it is settled. Let us split up and recruit some citizens to our cause. And lest we cause undue commotion, be sure to clarify 'tis but a ruse. Understood. We meet again at the Growery.
And during such a time of year as this, we could even impart the knowledge unto the peoples that this is to draw the attention of someone's love. 'Tis a love story most fair, and you would take part and assist with it. Wouldn't everyone want to do so?
What? A botanist will duel an Ishgardian knight at the Great Lone Growery? Don't tell me they're fighting over you!
I appreciate the compliment, but no. It's another woman.
Oh, it's just a ruse to find his sweetheart. Well then, consider us part of it. When it comes to endeavors in love, we have to help one another.
You see? Verily! 'Tis for love! And a love most fair.
Loravik wishes to be reunited with his love, you say? It would be too tragic if they couldn't be together. You may count on us to spread this rumor far and wide.
Yes. Perfect.
So you want this rumor to reach the woman with her rose earring? Very well, we shall help. The roses brought my love and I together. This would be a fine chance to give back. I should be glad to tell our other customers as well, in the spirit of the occasion. Should it happen to win me Loravik's favor and lead to a better deal with the Guild for the blossoms we use in our popular rose tea, well, who am I to argue?
Yeah. The word shall spread like wildfire. Ha. To the Great Lone Growery. For the jewel.
I'm truly grateful for your help, Junosia, but I'm beginning to worry that Silgini won't come.
She must, or else I would have suffered through all of your lovesick rambling for naught.
What? I was merely expressing the wonders of true love. One day someone doesn't exist in your life. The next, you can't imagine life without them.
Enough of that, enough.
Sir Tetuan, please wait. Lorovic stands no chance against you. Do not harm him, I beg you. This feud relates to you, does it not? Please, help me stop it.
Oh, Silgini, at long last I've found you. Hear me, my love. Sir Tichuan means me no harm, I assure you. I'm sorry for causing you alarm, but I couldn't bear the thought of never seeing you again. And so I spread a false rumor, with help from Junosia and Sir Tichuan. I have heard all about the Drian coin. Will you not tell me why you entrusted me with the seeds and left?
Please believe me when I say it was for the sake of the Drian coin. The rose wasn't made for the extreme cold that had overtaken Curthus. Believing the conditions to be idyllic in the Black Shroud, I brought the seeds here, where I met you. But not only did I fail in my duty to my house, I violated its rules as well. I have no right to be happy. That is why I chose to entrust you with the seeds before disappearing. 'Twas an unkind thing I did to you, and I'm truly sorry. When I heard that the roses would be handed out during Valentione's Day, I couldn't help but come and see for myself, though I knew that I couldn't stay.
Oh, Silgini, to think that you carried such a burden. But whatever you may have done, you have every right to be happy. It is thanks to you that the Drian coin now adorns the city, bringing happiness to all. You are a brilliant botanist, and the guild would surely welcome you as a member. Will you not do the honor of growing roses beside me, my love?
'Tis true that you violated the rules of House Helna, yet you did so with noble intent, and your actions saved our most precious rose from extinction. In recognition of this, I will speak in your defense, and I will make a recommendation to our house that we officially entrust the growing of the Triancoin to the Botanist Guild.
Lorovic. Unworthy though I may be, I would gladly grow roses beside you for all my days.
All's well that ends well. Mayhap you would like to say a few words to the happy couple? Well, there you have it.
Junosia, Sir Tichuan, Sigini, and I are reunited, and it is thanks to the two of you. We shall go and share the happy tidings with Miss Astrid.
My task is done, so I shall return to Ishgard with my own happy tidings that the Driancoin blooms once more. In due course, our house will send a representative to make arrangements regarding the care of the rose. Till next time, my young botanist, I bid you farewell.
Will you not come with us to the amphitheater, Genosia? I'm certain Miss Astrid will wish to see you too.
Indeed. To the amphitheater. So what have you done? Enemy of innocence. Oh, okay, you can just walk through it. Thought for a second he got himself stuck.
Welcome back, Genosia. Loravik and Silgini have told me all. On behalf of the emissaries, I thank you for helping them to find one another again.
You couldn't have sent a better adventurer to my aid. We're in your debt as well, Miss Astrid.
I must say, 'tis truly felicitous that the Driancoin should reunite the people who grew them. They are a wonderful token of one's love, and should you have a special someone in your heart, Genosia, I urge you to present them with a bouquet as well.
Quest complete.
Bouquet learned!
Snowdrops on roses. And whiskers on kittens. Bright copper kettles, warm woolen mittens. Isn't there a second quest? I should think there would be. Odd. Why are you... Oh, that's another person. I was like, why is there an NPC dressed like Alphino? But now. Alright, well. That means it's time to head to Yansha. Yansha. Oh yeah. In case I haven't shown off, my carbuncle is an Ifrit. Because I found out that you can change them to Ifrit, Titan, or Garuda. Or Ifrit large. See, there's... What? Oh, okay. It did the thing. So... Wait, that's Ifrit. So then... Oh, no, it's currently Ifrit large, and now it'll be Ifrit small? No? What? Ruby Ifrit size set to S. Set to M, set to L. Oh, it's weird. Oh, the Ruby Ifrit size. Right, right. So this Ifrit. Not this Ifrit. This Ifrit. I guess.
Anyways.
Time to switch to my ninja. For 'tis appropriate for this area. You know what? Rising Phoenix. and I shall rise. Down to the prison lake. It's Hildibrand time.
My word! Have you ever seen anything so full of splendor? But forgive me, we must not lose sight of the matter at hand. How shall we pursue our quarry?
That is a very good question, to which I currently have no answer.
I do.
What a nice little doggy!
Daigoro is more than a mere traveling companion. His sense of smell is unparalleled. Give over the burglar's dagger that he may track his scent.
Brilliant idea, Jim!
Yes, indeed. Here, take it.
Oh, he has the scent already! With me, Nashu!
Perhaps fate is conspiring to see us succeed after all. Perhaps it is. I mean, Hildibrand always succeeds. Don't you know?
What ails little Daigoro? Why will he go no further?
How is it you remember his? 'Tis like there are Namazu about. Their stink befuddles his senses.
Though unfortunate, we know the wolf burglar came this way. Perhaps, if we search, we can find some other clue as to his whereabouts.
Leave it to me, Shigure. If there are clues to be found in these ruins, my keen inspector's sense shall lead me to them.
Wait for me, Inspector! Wait for me!
Gah, there they go again, charging off before we have a chance to discuss our plan of action. Must they always be so reckless? Nothing for it but to follow suit, I suppose. Why don't you search the area to the northwest, Junasia? Poor Yojimbo. It's like, how do you remember Daigoro's name, but you still call me Jim? Bleh. Bleh. Hello, Namazu. Namazu?
Alive I am! Hale and healthy, yes, yes. Nursing a rather vicious hangover from the surfeit of tea, but otherwise none the worse for wear. 1,000 thanks to you for waking me before I was set upon by ravenous beasts or thieving bandits. Unless you wouldn't happen to be a thieving bandit, would you?
That depends. No, I'm hunting a thieving bandit, a lupin.
A lupin? Now that you mention it, I have some vague recollection of a traveler with an unusual sword across his back. I was deep in my teacups at the time, but I know what I saw.
You get drunk off tea? Huh? A drunken Namazu? Namazu? What is his part in all this?
He saw the lupin.
He saw the wolf burglar? What luck. Which way did he go?
It's all a bit of a blur, so I doubt my memory will be of any use. My baubles, on the other hand, should do the trick.
My adorable little friend, you need not strain yourself on our account. We too have ways of finding the fiend.
Yes, my keen Namazu sense is telling me.
But the wolf burglar!
Went that way!
Yes, that way!
Which way? We may as well split up again.
I would help you, but hangover. Yes. Bye-bye, friends. Have fun hunting the wolf burglar.
I guess they're going the Hildibrand direction. I am going... What? Not the way the Namazu told me to? Strange. Let's get an arrow. Oh! I was going the way the Namazu spoke. Plot-relevant gloves. Among the irrelevant pot shards, you spy a somewhat conspicuous pair of gloves. If they belonged to the wolf burglar, perhaps they may prove useful. Your gloves prove useful? They are called plot-relevant gloves, after all. Yojimbo.
Found something, have you? I do not recall him wearing gloves, but for lack of other possible leads, I say let Daigoro follow his fresh scent, or this fresh scent. Now that the Namazu is gone, he should have no difficulty finding the owner.
Daigoro, gloves. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof.
What news, Jim? We came as soon as we heard the barking.
Now that the Namazu has departed, Daigoro is capable of pursuing our quarry once more. Your stalwart comrade found gloves that may have belonged to him, and so we were about to see where they led us.
Woof, woof.
He's got the scent. Quickly, Jinasia! We must not lose sight of Daigoro!
Such a tight waist Yojimbo has. Aha.
There he is. We mustn't let him escape this time.
Hold, Ronin. You know well how quick he can be. Let us leave this pursuit to one he cannot outrun.
Daigoro?
Go, Daigoro. Seize the Lupin.
Gosh, he's a fast doggy.
Aye, there are none faster.
Seriously, look at your Jimbo's waist compared to his chest. How is it even possible? Does he have no ribs?
Come, we must secure the sword and the thief.
Nani? Uh-oh.
Daigoro?
Daigoro!
Gosh, he really likes Koban, doesn't he?
Well, we all have our weaknesses, I suppose. Still, there is no denying that he is a very, very good dog.
How could he possibly have the nerve?
You lot really should have thought this through. Or have you already forgotten that I've got friends in high places? Montaro to me! And what if I just throw daggers at your eagle? Or become a phoenix?
Nani?
What? Hildibrand, use attract. It's super effective somehow. Dealing. Attract isn't supposed to deal damage.
By the kami! What have you done to my bird? Got you! Got you!
Well then.
Rejoice, Shigure! For I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have reclaimed the Soboro Sukehiro.
Yes, it seems we have. Though, before we declare it with certainty, I would verify the authenticity of the blade.
But of course!
Aye, this is no fake. It is indeed a work of art, a masterpiece that could only be the treasured Soboro Sukehiro. Ah, I just remembered I have urgent business in Kugane, which is, well, as it shall afford me the opportunity to return the Soboro Sukehiro to its rightful owner. Pray, allow me to do so.
I don't trust you.
You have my word I shall surrender it to no one.
You have my word, I shall surrender it to no one.
Uh-huh. I don't know if I can trust you. I feel like you were guarding it just so that you could have a search for a chance to steal it yourself.
How lucky we are to have a friend like Jim, steadfast, loyal, honorable. A Mandeville man from another mother.
Let us quit this place and return to Kugane. With the wolf burglar, I am sure the Sekisegumi have a cell with his name on it.
Indeed!
Ridiculous. Back to Kugane, where we will find that Yojimbo betrayed us. Ooh, I'm near certain of it. Look at the chain link of this chain armor, this chainmail. Rakuza district. Miyamagi. What business have you with the Sekisegumi? The wolf burglar? The Lupin who has made mock of me and my brothers? Yes. I, Shigure and my comrades have successfully captured the notorious wolf burglar of Kugane and brought him here that we might surrender him into the custody of the Sekisegumi. Full glad we are to accept this unexpected bounty. The fiend has been a source of unending consternation for us. My thanks to you all. Pray bring him inside, honored friends. Bloody fools, the lot of you, blind to the true villain in your midst. Yojimbo, of course. Obvious to me.
It is true, then? The wolf burglar has been detained? Well done. Who must we thank for this auspicious turn of events?
I, Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, Inspector extraordinaire, did bring the wolf burglar to heel with my customary style of aplomb.
Very good, very good. And the Soboro Sekihiro, where is it?
Hey, Nashu? You mean you don't have it? I thought Yojimbo had returned it to you.
Yojimbo? That disrespectful disgrace of a samurai? Nay, I have seen neither hide nor hair of him.
I can only presume that Jim is currently enjoying a plate of dango at the Umineko tea house before paying Master Akebono a visit.
Or perhaps he absconded with the Soboro Sekihiro.
This is all a joke to you people, isn't it? Of all the stupid, inexplicable, utterly unjustifiable... For what reason could you have possibly even for a moment considered it wise to let a single man, and not just any man either, a man I just expelled from my service? Mark me, Ronin. If you fail to deliver that sword, I shall make it the focus of my remaining years that your dreams go unfulfilled.
I knew it. That Yojimbo was not to be trusted.
Huh. We certainly can't have that. Which reminds me, Shigure, you once told me it was your dream to serve alongside us. Is that still the case? Yes, sir, it is. Good. Because in light of your recent accomplishment, I would like nothing more than to induct you into the Sekisegumi. What say you? It would be an honor, sir. Glad to hear it. There are, of course, some few procedures and discussions with my superiors that must come first. But we may attend to them now, if your comrades do not mind waiting. Not at all! We will await your triumphant return, Shigure! My friends, it is finished.
A Shigure reborn!
Well, I would not dare to put it in such grandiose terms, but indeed, I feel as though I am a changed man. And it is you three who have changed me for the better. 1,000 thanks to you, Genasia, Inspector Hildibrand, Nashi. Though I have only just become a Sekisegumi, I have already been given my first assignment. I am to pursue the renegade Yojimbo and recover the Soburo Sukehiro. Alas, as a new recruit, I have been afforded no additional men or resources to accomplish this task. If I am to succeed, I will need all the help I can get. Say no more, Shigure. I should be glad to give it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby re-swear to help you scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven to the very pinnacle of the heavens for Jim and the Soburo Sukehiro. And so our hunt begins again.
Wait for me, Inspector! Wait for me!
Well, Wolf Burglar returned. Part of me still struggles to believe it, Genasia. The Wolf Burglar captured, and myself become a Sekisegumi. Again, I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me. What an odd, circuitous path it is that led us to this point. To be honest, the most vexing complication was the loss of my hair. Though Nashu assures me she is already in the process of procuring a potent tonic to remedy that.
Uh-huh.
Once more, we find ourselves waiting for fate to spur our story forward. Until we have a lead on the Soburo Sukehiro, we can but enjoy our respite. Yes, well. This respite shan't be that long, I should think. Hildibrand will return in the Black Heart Beneath.
see you, Inspector. Ridiculous.
Ridiculousness, that's what this is.
Shigure. What's with the sunglasses?
Alas, Shigure seems utterly devoid of hair and hope. You look well, Genosia.
I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. Not too bad.
As for myself, the search for Soburo Sukehiro, as well as Yojimbo, continues. Would that I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure! There you are! Uh-huh. We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bald man, but I see you are here, and in the company of my stalwart assistant.
Bald? You of all people should...
Having failed to seize upon new information of value, or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you heard of Jim and our missing sword?
Jim? Who's... Ah, yes, Yojimbo. No. As I was just telling Genosia, I have made no progress since last we spoke.
You seem distressed, Shigure. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of preternatural effectiveness.
Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture. Thank you.
Why not try it right now?
Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps.
A gentle dead man shows up. I say, to meet with Master Hildibrand and his bosom companions yet again. Truly the kami have been kind to me. 'Tis always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers. And to that end did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating, which compelled me to stay. A Funa Yurei, a Far Eastern variety of undead, had been seen wandering in Isle's shore. As my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of camaraderie. Alas, it is a most elusive quarry. Rather shy, it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Funa Yurei by questioning the people of this city, but have been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries...
Man, he just yawns.
In your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim?
Jim?
I fear I have heard naught of that particular Far Eastern spirit. Though, to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company. Perhaps due to my undead nature. It is plain to me, it pains me to hear that in this world there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired.
The living impaired.
You seek this Jim, Master Hildibrand. If so, I should be glad to help.
grateful as we would be, it might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city.
Oh, how careless of me. I shall change into something less conspicuous at once. Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane.
Yep. Kesetsu?
Yojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Ah, yes, now I recall. The Lupin fellow was asking after him as well, though that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Sekisegumi. The Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him of how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine without my asking her anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that? No, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free.
Interesting. Byakudan.
Let me guess, you're searching for a man named Yojimbo.
The Sekisegumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they were. I doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard. The Kugane wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Sekisegumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebono, in particular, has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Sekisegumi in their activities. And unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you too may find your overtures rebuffed.
A regular old Robin Hood, was he? Tsurubami? Oh, you're also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow? The Sekisegumi were asking after him the other day. I'll tell you what I told them. I've never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. You know the Kugane wolf burglar? The one they locked away? Rumor has it they intend to inflict upon him terrible punishments for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness! Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him as a villain. Fools!
Ha ha ha. I see. And what have you learned, Janasia? Apparently a certain Lupin is rather well loved by the common folk. Huh. I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? They say he stole from the horrible corrupt and gave to the needy and the poor. A hero to the poor and downtrodden. A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils? This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspersions they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. That said, to hear that some may withhold information in protest is cause for concern. As a man of the Sekisegumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being.
I hate to say it, but that is a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly. Perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. Yet, even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as a Sekisegumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them.
I've got an idea. Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him?
Ask the wolf burglar? If both he and Yojimbo had designs on the Soburo Sukehiro, then it's possible they might know one another.
Well done, Nashu. I was but mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion.
Uh-huh. It's settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time. That we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo. We wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure. If it will aid you in your investigation, follow me. So you've got a giant iron door, but then wooden bars? I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions.
Questions, eh? For little old me, you say?
Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded with the Soburo Sukehiro. You stole from Master Akabono. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows that sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Soburo Sukehiro, especially after word of its theft has spread far and wide, well, good luck with that, says I.
Why, they'd surely have to avail themselves of the services of certain disreputable folks with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you lot, as soon as you set me free. What? Absolutely not. That is out of the question. Then we've got nothing more to discuss. Best be on your way. Now, Shigure, let us not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. An awful lot of people are willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you be temporarily released into our custody for the purposes of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you've got yourself a deal, Baldy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming, if they refuse. Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you?
I sure do, Inspector. Now's as good a time as ever to try it, don't you think?
Here? In the jail? Well, far be it from me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains.
Why are you wearing sunglasses? What are you... What are you two doing? That seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. I feel strange. Like my scalp is... Oh, by the kami! Shigure, are you all right? I heard you shouting. Ah, right. The blinding light. Like, it binds them. There are too many.
Hildibrand! And turn and flex and shake and bounce. Perfection! Rejoice, my goodly burglar, as I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment.
Now see here, Inspector!
Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped?
Ain't no way. Still in his cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying small explosives, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately, for safety's sake. I believe that explains that, yes? Yes? Right, then, if you will excuse me. Yes, of course. Very good. Wait, when did Shigure regrow his hair?
How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. Wolfburger led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Uh-huh.
Come on. Really? Oh, you'll let me over that ledge. But not over the bridge. No, no. That's not allowed. Been down here before? If so, you might have met my friends already. A contemptible lot. All Kukane's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on, then. Don't be shy. Come on, then. Don't be shy. Oh, you're looking well for a rat.
Takes a wolf to know a rat. Ha! To what do we owe the pleasure? More importantly, how'd you slip free of the Sekisegumi's noose?
With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue. How else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koji.
Do you now? Or is the Sekisegumi at your shoulder the one asking questions?
No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor.
Eh? You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad?
Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need worry your pretty little heads over. Give us a hand and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most tried to make it living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Sekisegumi, like you, but were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work's no longer an option, that leaves the other sort. The dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Somebody's got to do it. And so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourselves with a modicum of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See? Fast friends. We all are. Right then. We're after a bloke what goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Heard tell of him, the man?
Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi! Any of you know a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What did he do, anyway? In the Bugyo's rice porridge? Huh, if only. Stole the Soburo Sukehiro, he did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. I wonder why, though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a challenge and a half. And if he'd even put out the word he was looking, we'd have heard about it by now. But to come all this way and leave with nothing. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it: to sell it or to keep it. And if it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize, or his last. Just like another friend we know.
Hark! My keen spectre's sense whispers and speaks of a thieving collector of swords, yes! There can be no mistake.
Aye, what he said, I suppose.
If he's a collector, then only the best will do, which means his next target might be, oh, I don't know, the Ame no Murakumo? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled sword of Eld actually exists? A giant kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the blow. It exists. You what? I have so many questions, but first, where did this all happen? Who's this crouching down next to us? Housed within the Kojin of the Red's treasure vault, eh? If that's the case, then it seems to me you ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? It might well be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Koji sure found that to be hilarious. To think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. In any event, we now know where we might search, the Ruby Sea. Before I may leave, however, there is a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps great import is something of an overstatement. I speak of the inspector's earlier advice concerning my garments. I will meet you at the Ruby Price after I have changed. Pray, go on ahead without me. I insist. Huh? Good swords, good dogs.
Truly there is no rest for the righteous, or whatever term one might use to describe Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville.
Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville.
All set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse? I know I am.
Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price and wait for Shigure there, as he requested. Come along. Indeed. And to speak with... Alright. Just quick travel to Kugane, travel over to Shiokaze Hostelry. And then run down the dock. Or pier, or whatever they want to call it. And here we are.
Oh, it's Shigure! Over there! Over there!
Excuse me? By the kami, I thought you were someone else at first. Well, since it was suggested that I wear something other than the garments of a Sekisegumi for a time, paid a visit to Kogane Dori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire.
It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself.
I didn't realize you could be so fashionable.
Fashionable? Please, Nashu. You give me too much credit. I'll say, that getup with those Zori? I don't see that becoming a trend. Not that it matters. We didn't come here to mess about, eh? We've got a collector to catch. Assuming he's after the Ame no Murakumo. Then we've got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? Bit more tricky than I thought. Without the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him? Ha! He'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon. Assuming he's even fit to fly. It was a somewhat traumatic experience for all involved,
Forgive me my bluntness, my wolfish compatriot, but it occurs to me that we have yet to hear your motives for it.
Oh my goodness. What is it about Hildibrand's voice that causes me to yawn so much?
But it occurs to me that we may yet have to... We have yet to hear your motives for attempting to steal the Soburo Sukehiro from Master Akabono. Did not Koju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult?
It's not stealing to take back what was stolen. That black-hearted Akebono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life devoid of most luxuries. A righteous man who'd never turn his back on those in need. Certainly not a young lupin boy who'd fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son, with few comforts save each other's company. And then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai's sword, asking him to part with his one prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tack and worms his way into the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger than bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, and so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor. But while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick, and soon after passed away, leaving his lupin charge alone in this unjust world. All this time, you were only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yansha, having learned the ways of the shinobi, that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others as he had helped him as a child. A chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps. More than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai's sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akebono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop in the Rakuza district, you were searching for the Soburo Sukehiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in so doing he would eventually reveal its location.
Then it is settled. The Soburo Sukehiro must be returned to its rightful owner.
Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki, how was Yojimbo planning to get there?
That I do not know. But regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noted his passing. I say we question the pirates of Sakazuki and see if any have observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo of late.
We're of the same mind, Shigure. To Sakazuki post haste.
Indeed.
Cacao!
'Tis an odd volcano. One that has a pointy top. Ihaki. Oh, I remember you. Looking for more dead men. No? A live man this time. A rail-thin samurai with a wide-brimmed hat and oversized gaiter. A traveler like that would not escape my notice, which is to say I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you.
Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good woman, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us away.
Uh-huh. What was that? Lanky samurai with a large hat. As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. Had a dog with him, too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Isle of Zeki. Couldn't imagine why, what with the red being as unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see that dog of his not long ago? On the beach below, wandering about? Aye. Hope he didn't abandon him.
You have been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the canine in question is Daigoro. We must gather the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once.
I have been thinking for a while now that Yojimbo might actually be Gilgamesh.
Daigoro! Here, Daigoro!
Oh, I think I see him over there.
Ahoy there, Daigoro!
Huh, maybe he doesn't like us anymore?
Now. You've just got to give the pup the right incentive is all. Incentive? Yeah, remember? Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. So that's all it takes to win him over, eh? A single koban? Greedy little thing.
Hashigure! Daigoro is a good dog, and now he will lead us to his master.
Into the waters?
This is quite a fix indeed.
Woof, woof.
Daigoro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Hildy!
Jim, my good man, I mean, you rapscallion, you've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the Subaru Sukehiro at once.
I will do no such thing. Ever since I was bested by a certain laconic warrior, I yearned for an opportunity to redeem myself, and so I set about searching for stronger swords, with which I might bring my everything to bear. Mark me, the Ame no Murakumo will be mine, for it is the key to my victory, and if you dare to bar my path, I will show you no mercy.
Stay your hand, my friend. Though I know you only mean well, securing the sword is a grave responsibility, which falls to you. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. Prepare to be amazed as the Subaru Sukehiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Daigoro, oh Daigoro, come here and let Hildy give you a great big belly rub.
Daigoro, you will do no such thing.
What?
What? Betrayed.
The inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells the money?
Until you surrender the Subaru Sukehiro, I will give Daigoro the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum.
Daigoro! Daigoro, return to me this instant! Oh, fie on it. You win. The sword is yours.
By the kami, I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's powers of negotiation are most impressive.
Wait, where is the Subaru Sukehiro?
Right where it belongs.
You fiend! Return it at once!
That's far enough, all of you. Bugger me, where did they come from?
But this isn't over.
Shigure, what is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once.
Well, you see, Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yojimbo and the Soboro Sukehiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the Wolf Burglar. To that end, we removed him from the jail, temporarily, of course. We have every intention of returning him to his cell. How? Y'all were walking directly towards him. And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? You should have seen where he went. He was standing right in front of you as you approached. Shigure, I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape.
Be reasonable. You know full well that everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. We will return with Soboro Sukehiro and the Wolf Burglar, I swear to you.
You're the ones who let the Wolf Burglar escape. I understand you are his friend, but to make an exception would only compound the offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. Literally, how did the Wolf Burglar get away?
He was standing right next to me, and they were approaching, looking directly at him. If he ran away, they should have seen and gone at, like, what? Huh?
What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shigure spirit her away like a common criminal, in complete disregard for the extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong. But this is no place to devise a plan. To Kugane, my friends!
Wild. And look at those. And that ray of colored, blurry hexagons. Anyways, to Kugane. And I will be right back. Take a quick little break. Stretch, get water.
I have returned.
Hold up. Ethernet. Hildibrand!
Oh, my good woman, I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain trying to conceive of a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favors, and yet I do not think his tale of the samurai and Akebono was a lie. My keen inspector's sense tells me that the many threads of this tale are converging upon a single point, not far from now, in which all truths shall be laid bare for all to see.
Core, that's what I like to hear, and I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar's bad at all. Once the Seki Segumi realize that, they're sure to let Shigure off the hook, don't you think?
I most certainly do, Nashu. Furthermore, I say that to hasten this most desirous of resolutions, I must begin investigating Master Akebono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant.
Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant.
I suppose this day was bound to come, no matter.
It was bound to come.
No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp.
Sure is a terrible man, that Akebono.
Dun dun dun.
Hildibrand will return, and the past is never past. The sketch. You! The little Lullafell who's creeping on Nashu. See you, Inspector. Well, Nashu.
Like a moth to the flame. But why else would you come, if not for Nashu, Makaraka, and Inspector Hildibrand's shenanigans?
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, where in the world could he be?
Hello.
Oh, it's you! I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildibrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? Oh. Ever since Shigure got detained by the Sekisegumi, the inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Akabono, but to no avail.
Never fear, my faithful assistants. I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg is to be commended, my good woman. I might go so far as to say that in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you.
Uh-huh.
But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors concerning Master Akabono, I received a mysterious missive I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers.
Gosh, Inspector Hildibrand, even in the Far East you've got yourself a following. Can I see it?
Certainly, Nashu.
That's interesting. It's definitely not written by a Hingan, but they don't seem to be too good with their Eorzean letters. Yeah, something of light, you who seeks the strongest of swords, the Soburo Sukehiro, know that I have laid claim to this most priceless treasure. If you would make it yours, meet me upon Kugane Ohashi for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know who.
The something of light, you say? Why, he must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. That said, I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian.
The creep! I saw him. I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Junaskia? What do you think, Inspector? Inspector Hildibrand? The little creep's gone. Where'd he go? Maybe he's still hiding behind that podium here. That lamp. What do you mean he up and ran off? And why are you still standing here? You should hurry up and try to catch him before he does something silly. He's always doing something silly. Nashu, you know better than that by now. He was right here, mere moments ago. Now where did he run off to? Well, time to search for... Oh, he's just in Thavnarian Consulate. How, Hildibrand?
Is it you? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in a pickle. And by pickle, I mean the ground. Kugane Ohashi lies beyond this gate. But before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, then embedded thusly by the dear but misguided Jim. The duel will figuratively leave up to you.
Uh-huh. What do we think? Is 10 levels or 12 levels difference enough? Let's find out. Stop there.
Kugane Ohashi.
Oh, whoops. Not what I meant to do. Unrestricted. Just me.
For far, far too long have I awaited this rematch. The Super Superhero may have brought us together, but 'twas fate that obtained.
Man, your best son.
Victory will be mine this day.
Or will it? Will it now? I am taking a lot of damage, I must say.
It is Gilgamesh time.
I knew it. I called it.
Yes, 'tis I, the man, the myth, the legend.
Doing. Minimum. Okay, well. So it would seem 12 levels is not quite enough. I shall return as a viper and properly take care of this man.
Sure.
From A to B, yeah. Eight of me, no less.
Like men and ladies, and men who dress like ladies, for your Jimbo, it is Gilgameshing time. The legend. Kaioken!
I'm taking a lot of damage. It's not great.
Kaioken!
I'm dying. I'm dead.
Dude, what?
Even a mag potion?
Dude, what the crap? I got pretty close. I don't know.
We'll give it one more shot. It might not be solo, though. Unless there's some mechanic that I'm just cooldown. Also, that means I'm wasting away my blood there. Excellent. Solo. Bite me.
I yield. I yield. I throw myself upon your boundless mercy and beg forgiveness, please.
Gilgamesh, 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 every time. Reward. Yojimbo Barding. Well done. Yeah, I would not have been able to do anything as the level 82 ninja. Nope. Another option might have been to switch to Dark Knight. Well, it's not level 100, it's still pretty up there, and also, it's Dark Knight. Would have certainly taken longer to kill him, but I think it would have had better survivability.
We meet again, Hildy.
Greg! Greg! I say you are a sight for sore eyes. However did you come to be here in Kugane, in the Far East, for that matter?
Well, you see, the thing about that is, I'm Yojimbo.
I say, to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time?
Indeed, I was. After Genossia bested me a second time, I quit Eorzea and embarked upon a journey to distant lands, that I might hone my skills in preparation for our inevitable third bout. But when I saw you had misread my carefully written words and come in her stead, I felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive me my unkindness, Hildy.
Now, Greg, there is no need for apologies between friends. Yet again, I must ask, though, how did you come to be here in Kugane as a ronin of much repute and a remarkably thin waist?
I know it seems far-fetched, even insulting to your intelligence, but there's a simple and highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skills and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected to budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to a deathly hunger, I fell to my knees, and in that instant, looked to my bosom friend, the painted rooster that had offered me companionship in my darkest hour. When dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more, a sliver of strength restored by the terrible sacrifice of my comrade, whose body and soul I would carry with me ever after.
You ate him?
But by his grace I survived for days, and days after, until I chanced to cross paths with a stray dog. He too was clearly a victim of the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. And in each other we found kindred spirits, we orphans of fate. Thus did I name him Daigoro, and thereafter did we travel as one, working together that we might both live to see another day. When we at last arrived at Kogane, I sought employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. It was through such ventures that I acquired the Zanmato, in fact, and began to build my reputation as Yojimbo. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectations of his clients, and so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. It was around that time I first saw Jinasia walking the streets of Kogane, much to my surprise. Needless to say, the sight of the woman who had bested me twice before was enough to rekindle the competitive spirit within me. And so, when I heard tell of the Soporo Sukehiro, I knew I must claim it in preparation for our battle. The rest, you know.
Truly a riveting tale!
And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again was I defeated by the great and powerful warrior of light.
And solo, no less.
As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. I have taken my shot and fallen. Short. And so I will cease my shenanigans, and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors, that I might make amends for my misdeeds.
And we should be glad to have it, Greg. Welcome aboard. Let us return to Nashu and share with her the wonderful news. You too, Greg. You're a full-fledged assistant now.
Uh-huh. You ate your chicken. How could you? That wonderful little... What was her name? Enkidu! Enkidu! How dare! How could you? Nashu. Terrible news, everyone!
Whatever is the matter, Nashu?
It's Shigure. As punishment for helping the Wolfburger escape, he's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide.
This is indeed a disturbing development, Hildy.
We have no time to spare, my friends. Presuming the Wolfburglar is in the wind, our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Master Akabono and uncover proof that the sword he claims was first stolen by he himself. Divide and conquer, agents of inquiry style.
Uh-huh.
Well then.
Past is never past.
I should be glad to speak of Master Akabono to you, albeit solely with regards to his character as a businessman. Like all who have risen to mercantile prominence, he has been at the center of rumor and intrigue. For every man who sings his praises, there is another who would curse his name. None will deny the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected given that he utilizes the finest ingredients from that birthplace of alchemy, Radzatan. His satisfied customers are beyond counting. On the other hand, none can deny the exorbitant profits he has reaped by tightly controlling the supply of Hanish ingredients. Absent competition, he is free to dictate prices as he sees fit. Unfortunately, this has led many in desperate need of his miraculous medicines to spend their entire life savings, or seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. His practices are, ultimately, wholly within the confines of the law, so, again, as a businessman, he is to be lauded for his success, but I will say nothing on his morals or ethics, or lack thereof. Of course. What a shrewd and horrible little man. Byakudan, my good man. What do you have to say?
How did Akabono earn his fortune, you ask? By peddling a variety of medicinal wares for all manner of purposes. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. He still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Would that I had the coin to afford such luxurious potions and potables. His clientele spends in a visit what I earn in a month.
Truly exorbitant prices. Hildibrand, my good man.
Have you tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good woman? Come, out with it!
Akabono built his fortune selling miraculous medicines for exorbitant prices. All above the law, of course, but still unscrupulous.
A man who preys on the sick and needy for personal gain, is he? As expected, there is far more to Master Akabono than meets the eye.
Inspector, we gotta hurry! Shigeru's execution is going to be carried out any moment now if we don't do something.
What? Already? And there I was hoping we might first conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information with which we might convince them to set the poor man free. But absent that... Bah! There are many roads which lead to just ends. If we must take a shortcut to avert a grave miscarriage of justice, then so be it.
Honored brothers, I will not beg your forgiveness, only pray that by this humble offering of my life, that I might absolve the Sekisegumi of the shame I have brought upon it through my misdeeds. Excuse me. Speaking of misdeeds, bringing shame to the Sekisegumi, what is the meaning of this? No seppuku today. That man is an impostor. Seize him at once. If you can catch him.
Shigure! Shigure! Now is your chance to escape! I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. Your honor is yet yours, samurai. You need not cut your belly open this day, Shigure, for you have the Soburo Sukehiro and the infamous wolf burglar besides. But why? We had a deal, remember? Temporary release, and I'm a wolf of my word. Aye, this is indeed the Soburo Sukehiro. Very well, escort the wolf burglar back to his cell, and send a runner to Master Akebono's estate at once. We are far from finished, Shigure. The wolf burglar may be in custody once more, but you must still answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I have decided that you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Akebono and... Whey! That will not be necessary, indeed. With the return of the wolf burglar, I believe we can consider this tiresome affair resolved. This tiresome affair resolved. Master Kumode. Wait, I know you. Master Akebono's guest. The one the Geiko threw into the wall. Oh? Surely you must be mistaken. I have no recollection of any such event. Or of you, for that matter. Anyway, as I said before, I believe there is no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. However, such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allocate to you and yours next year. Rest assured, Master Kumode, that we value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgment. Shigure, the matter of the Soburo Sukehiro and Master Akebono is now officially closed. That will be all. Yes, that will be all. Nani? Ha ha ha! Verily, I, Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have once more done the impossible and saved a man from certain death. A shame that the others seemed so eager to wash their hands of the affair. Not Shigure, though. I understand he still has questions for the wolf burglar. Don't do the do prism. What the crap is... Shigure wants answers now, or he wants them eventually. Mandeville Mambo? One more quest, alright? I was honestly about to
end the stream just because my throat's getting a little sore. But I gotta see what this Manderville Mambo is all about.
What-o, Shigure! Over here!
Hopefully, I do not regret it. My friends, I cannot thank you enough. Had you not arrived when you had, I would not be standing before you now. You will forgive me my dispensing with further expressions of gratitude, for I have just returned from the jail where I spoke with the wolf burglar, who shared with me some rather troubling information.
Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it?
Not long after we delivered the wolf burglar into the custody of the Sekisegumi, Master Akebono stormed into the jail and began berating the turnkey, demanding that they return the stolen contents of his safe. You may recall that we spoke with Master Akebono concerning this theft shortly after we first met. He was rather secretive regarding said contents at that time, but the wolf burglar said it was an unmarked satchel filled with a white powder. Given Master Akebono's reputation as a purveyor of medicines, our chivalrous thief resolved to steal it for the benefit of the poor and needy, as is his wont. However, since there was nothing left to identify what manner of medicine it was, the wolf burglar decided to hold onto it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine, for why else would Master Akebono clamor for it so?
My keen inspector senses tingling. Where is this satchel now?
In the possession of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit this, however, unless we give them the proper password. As above, so below. As above, so below. So below.
Understood. Let us hasten to their den of iniquity.
First accepted. Ba, 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 ba. Sekisegumi. Kochu? Knew you lot'd turn up again sooner or later. Didn't expect you'd be bringing along another unfamiliar face, though. No matter. I like the cut of his jib. So, what are you after this time? A certain satchel containing a certain white powder which once belonged to a certain merchant. The wolf burglar told me you had it. If he did, then he'd have told you the magic words, too. Ah, yes, of course. They are...
Soar high above and never go low.
No. What? Come take me. No, this is no time for fun and games, Inspector. Get low. Get low, get low, get low. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Let me get back. No. As above, so below. Aye, that's it. Nothing personal, but we've got to be careful. If I know what it is, but my gut tells me it's nothing no honest man would keep in a locked safe. Cocaina. That said, a suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. We need to first determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Taste it? Seek the assistance of a Hanish alchemist or someone versed in their alchemical traditions? Perhaps someone at the Thavnarian consulate.
Brilliant minds think alike, for I too reached that conclusion but a moment ago. To the Thavnarian consulate, my friends!
Here, you can't simply go and bang on the gates of a foreign consulate and expect to... Oh, never mind. Tis cocaina. Like it's not. Back to the Thavnarian consulate, it would seem. Bushy. Yes, I need to Ethernet my way to the consulate. Sir Molnith. It is all rather sudden, I realize, but to reiterate, it is of the utmost importance that we speak with your superiors.
To reiterate, have you lot an appointment or not?
Not as such, no.
Then my hands, they are tied. There are procedures, samurai, and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but it is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made.
What ho, young Mandeville man?
Father!
What brings you to the far east of the world?
A complex series of events too exhausting to detail. Of greater importance is what brings us to the consulate, you see. We must needs enlist the assistance of a Harnish alchemist, or one with an encyclopedic knowledge of Harnish reagents. How fortunate, then, that we should chance to meet. I am a representative of the Sahatra concern of Ratatan. Should you know not the name, we trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your quandary requires the expertise of one versed in such wares, pray permit me to assist you. Indeed, to aid the son of Lord Godbert Mandeville and his comrades would be an honor most great. That is most generous of you. Far be it from us to refuse.
Perhaps a change of venue is in order. I say, let us not impose upon these hard-working keepers of the peace any longer.
And off we go. Yeah, see that? Gate guards.
This powder, it is most fascinating. An ingredient of Harnish origin, this is true, but not one intended for medicinal purposes. Dangerous purposes, rather. And for this reason its sale is forbidden. In the hands of a master alchemist, it could be used to create dew prism. I'm sorry, dew prism? A most powerful drug. A mere thimbleful is enough to befuddle the senses, and render even the most strong-willed subject susceptible to any and all commands. You may be assured this is not an exaggeration. Resistance is, most regrettably, quite futile. Undetectable it is, save for the occasional glimmer in the eyes, a changing of the color, fleeting and impossible. By the Kami, I have seen such a glimmer before. Oh, are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light?
I saw it too. Master Komode is being manipulated. To prison for evil deeds. Also, hand. Get out of here. Honestly, it's like every stream one of those bots pops in here.
Well deduced, my faithful assistant and undying fan. I was just about to voice the same conclusion.
You were climbing a tree. You didn't see his eyes.
Well, if what you say is true, then a most terrible crime has been committed. Evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. It all makes sense now. Why else would the chief coin counter of the Sekisegumi press so strongly to end an investigation into a modest merchant? Because he drugged him during their meeting. At last we have motive, means, and opportunity. Come, let us put an end to this once and for all.
How wonderful it is to see Hildy's infectious enthusiasm inspire others to rise to the occasion once more. Well then, do not let me detain you.
Oh, Godbert. He's always stepping in at just the right time with just the right thing.
Rakuza District.
Akebono, we call on you to come forth and answer for your dastardly deeds.
Hit. Hildibrand? I'm not so sure this is how you should go about this. Doesn't seem like anybody's home, does it?
Wherever could he possibly be? Huh? That's impossible.
What? You did it once again. How?
Ha! Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? As if I'd content myself with sitting in a jail. I could escape on a whim while you lot bungle your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. And by escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time, eh? Wouldn't want to repeat it before.
Don't tell me this was your plan all along, to secure my freedom so we could expose Akebono's crimes together?
And reclaim the Soboro Sukehiro into the bargain. Or
You'd think it would be add reclaim the Soboro Sukehiro into the bargain. Aye. But and? Reclaim it into the bargain. Aye. This is no small undertaking, and I knew I'd need all the help I could get. Now that we're all on the same page, let's be on our way. The bound for the Isle of Becco, off to meet with a silent partner, I'm told.
Capital! If we hurry, perhaps we can beat Akebono to the punch. Indeed.
He may be an idiot, but he's got the right idea. There's no time to waste.
Very well. If that is the way the winds are blowing, let no one say I don't also blow.
You what?
Huh? What?
Back to the Ruby Sea. Oh. This time on an island. Rasen Kaikyo.
Rasen Kaikyo. This is the place. I'm sure of it. All we have to do is wait. You're sure of it, are you? Wait a minute. Father? By the kami. Could be the inspector's father is in league with Akabono? Don't be daft, look closer. I think you mean listen closer.
As always, your discretion in these matters is greatly appreciated.
As is yours, Master Akabono. But to the matter at hand, the Dew Prism. It has served you well? Met your expectations, I trust?
Exceeded them, I should say. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that a drug could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless, the chief coin counter had no idea his drink had been compromised. He has already proven to be a most useful tool in manipulating the Sekishigumi. More than worth the regular upkeep to keep him in my thrall. Now that the Soburo Sukehiro is back, where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Bugyosho, perhaps? Magistrate Akabono? Ha! Why not? All Kugane is mine for the taking.
You are more right than you know, Master Akabono, for I come bearing a gift courtesy of Mandeville and Mandeville, a most illustrious Eorzean consortium, of which you have doubtless heard. Their resources are considerable, and their influence extends far beyond the borders of Aldenar. But all their wealth pales in comparison to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Godbert, you will serve Master Akabono faithfully and without question, will you not?
But of course.
Kami forfend! He's under the influence of Dew Prism.
Is he? Is this some sort of sting operation, or is he being controlled by Dew Prism? Nashu, why are you smiling? Wait, you
fool! Now's not the time.
Father, 'tis I, your beloved son, Hildibrand! Hearken to me, these men are villains! You are being deceived! The inspector arrives, as I knew he would. Doubtless your friends are cowering in hiding. Just as well, in one fell swoop we shall bring an end to this farce. I call upon Eorzea's most fearsome of goldsmiths. I call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these interlopers.
Doom. Doom.
That's more than a shimmer.
Oh dear. Magnificent! Finish them all! Finish everyone!
everyone?
It falls to you, Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville!
Nashu nods.
Forgive me, father, but you know not what you do! You're a Mandeville!
Uh-huh. Sure, hanging on these moments for a long time. Yes, I remember these. Oh. Young Godbert and is it Julian and their son Hildibrand, Helidor Maximilian Mandeville.
Mandeville man!
Abort, father, abort! Spare me!
What are you doing, Nashu?
Alarm spent. What happened here? Well, this is all very embarrassing. Very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to you all for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. And it should go without saying, but Mandeville and Mandeville will be severing all ties with the Sahatra concern.
Why was that here?
Rejoice, my friend, for we have reclaimed the Soburo Sukehiro once more. Now, how fortunate that the dastardly Akamoto would be so loath to set it aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous.
A final favor, if you'll indulge me. Lay it at my father's grave. Right then. I suppose you'll be wanting to get me back to the jail regardless of the reasons. A crime is a crime, and mine are many. And an upstanding Seki Segumi like yourself must adhere to a code, no? Indeed, I must. Which is why it will be with much regret that I inform my superiors I have seen neither hide nor hair of the notorious wolf burglar. Huh? You sure about this? Not if you ask me again. Go to your father.
Shigure has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comfort and closure it deserves.
You're mad, each and every one of you, even the samurai, and I love you all the more for it. Thank you.
Yes, everyone here is quite insane in one way or another.
To hold fast to a righteous creed, yet recognize when too rigid an adherence would result in greater injustice. Truly, I am privileged to have witnessed this display of nuanced nobility. Would that, like the burglar, I might find a measure of peace in mourning mine own dearly departed. Oh, Enkidu, if only you knew how sorry I am. Enkidu? But how? Then, what was it that I ate that fateful day?
Fools. Think you this the end? I think not. What? You think I'll have to fight Gilgamesh again? Oh no! Not again! Huzzah! You belong to me now, Ronin. Now, spirit me away from this place. Far, far, far away!
Far, far, far away.
Greg, no! Cease your egress!
Beyond the rift that lies between, to wondrous worlds yet unseen.
Wait, no! How's it? Mommy, this is going to get worse before it gets better!
Wait for me, Inspector!
Are you going to the first? How did Nashu go down before Hildibrand? What?
There he goes, my beloved son. Not content to fly into the sky as before. This time he elects to take his leave by vanishing into the earth. Brief though our time was together, I cannot deny how much he has grown. Both as an inspector extraordinaire and a Mandeville man besides. I say, the father could not be more proud.
Yes, Shadowbringers was next, so they had to come up with some way to send Hildibrand to the first. Hey, Shikare. And off goes Lord Godbert, along with Akebono. I should thank him for that. Nothing left for us but to follow them back to Kagane, I suppose. Are you ready? Good. Then let us be off. Back to Kagane. So why did that merchant decide to tell us the truth? He could have told us a lie and kept on going, but no, he told us the truth, which led to us apprehending him. So weird. I guess he was really full of himself, thinking himself immune or like, I don't know, invulnerable. This also means we're gonna have to fight Gilgamesh again, aren't we? In the first. I cannot even begin to imagine where I would be had I never crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. The Sekisegumi have concluded that even before the chief coin counter fell under Akebono's thrall, he willingly and enthusiastically conspired with the merchant to illicit ends, and so he will be held to account. As for Akebono and his now defunct enterprise, the Thapnarian consulate has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between Hanish suppliers and Hingan merchants. All agree that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Regardless of their motivations, if their actions put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it's safe to call it a change for the better, don't you? The best part, if you ask me, in light of Akebono's crimes, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay his exorbitant prices are to be wiped clean. There was a time when I might not have thought as much. Good and evil, the innocent and the criminal, it all seems so simple in the abstract. But out here in the real world, life is anything but. You and the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was. You taught me to look beyond appearance and hearsay, and not be too quick to judge a man for his misdeeds. If I'm worthy of the Sekisegumi, it is because of you and him. Speaking of which, what exactly did become of Inspector Hildibrand? Do you think we ought to do something? Conduct a search, or... Oh, so this is a regular occurrence, is it? Fair enough. If you're certain that he will turn up eventually, none the worse for wear, then I shall take your word for it and strike all worry from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come that you and he are reunited once more, I but ask that you give him my best regards. I would say the same for the wolf burglar. I wonder what he's doing now. Keeping watch for the next Akebono. I would not fault him if he were, though I might take issue with his methods. And should he abandon all pretense and become a common thief, then I will bring him to justice, this I swear.
Shigure, this is no time to dawdle. Your duties are far from finished.
Yes, forgive me, right away. I must take my leave, but whenever you are passing through Kugane, I pray you do not hesitate to call on me here at the barracks. Well, we did finish the Stormblood section. You have learned the emote Mandeville Mambo. Indeed I have. Oh, is that the wolf burglar on the top of that tower? Yep. For a second I thought it might be that Lalafell, but then I was like, no, I don't think so. He looks a little tall. Ridiculous. Sketch. That darn sketch. And the Phantom Thief card. There's the Lalafell. Hey, what? Manderville Mambo time? Oh, is this the Manderville Mambo? Of course it is. I was like, I learned the Mandeville Mambo, but we haven't done it. I don't recall seeing it, and then it's all like, oh, this must be it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Hildibrand will return, question mark. Good night, sweet Hildy. Next we learned bouquet. Why are these still... Oh, most gentlemanly. Gotta add that too. Here somewhere. Why are these all green? There. But Manderville... Where? There it is. Mambo. Oh! Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and then it starts again. Lovely. So it does loop. Alright. But that will be it for today. My throat is feeling a little sore. And also it's been about 3 hours. And also we just finished this chapter of the Manderville saga. So, seems a good point to end things. But Monday, the more Dread Delusion. And then on Wednesday, more art, redesigning the OC. We finished the helmet. And so we're gonna move on to the pauldrons next. The pauldrons. And then on next Saturday, even more Hildibrand hijinks, this time in the first. A whole nother star gets to meet Hildibrand. I'm sure it will be a wild time. But regardless, till next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye!